Good morning, it is Saturday and it's the start of the weekend. Well, officially it started last night, but it's the weekend. I've just took you into work, I'm back, it's 8:20. It is freezing and it's freezing fog everywhere. So you're driving along and then you hit a patch of thick fog. So it is cold. I've got my kit on ready so that I can exercise straight away. Get it over and done with so I don't have to worry. Oh God, I can't get my coat off one-handed. There we go. So yeah, all ready to get my exercising out of the way. I think I might try and do a 30-minute strength exercise and then go on the bike, I think. And then I do need to do some sorting out today of some kind, much as I'd like to just sit and knit, which I still might do. Right, I'm gonna get my water bottle ready and get started. All the blossoms starting to come out. Come on, Luna. Got her in a jumper, although she's not very happy about it. A beautiful sky. You alright, Luna? Come on then. It's a bit foggy, isn't it? I know. So we've come out for a walk, just me and Luna. Eddie's on his long run and it's really nice actually, but very, very foggy, but also blue skies and sunny. So this where I am now used to be a council run golf course and then they closed it down because it wasn't being used. And so they were turned into a nature reserve. It's just been left to its own devices for about 2 or 3 years. And then I've heard now that they're going to be selling part of it off in order to build houses, which is really sad. So we like coming down here for a walk. Came down here a lot during lockdown. So it's very, very sad if they're going to put houses on it. I know they need space for houses, but it's very sad. Everywhere's just so muddy. Makes it very difficult to have a nice walk. Come on, Luna. There's a runner coming, look. You get out of the way quick. The camera doesn't show how misty it actually is, but it is beautiful. Come on. Come on. You need to avoid those swans because swans don't like you, Luna. Back from a really long walk. It was about, we've been out for about an hour and a half. We did just under 5 kilometres. Luna was very, very slow. I mean, it was very muddy, but she was extremely slow. I think her legs are hurting now. She needs a bath, but she's run off and hid when I mentioned the word bath. Before I went out, I cleaned all my cupboards down on this side and around my hob and everywhere, so I gave that a good scrub in, and then decided I wanted to go out whilst it was nice and sunny and get some fresh air. So I didn't go on the bike, decided to head out instead. I'm not saying I won't go on the bike later, but I might save that for tomorrow. It's a bit of a treat. But yeah, it's a beautiful day, blue skies. It is cold, but it is beautiful. This is sort of winter's day I like. It's just crisp and lovely, although it is very, very muddy everywhere. So I took some footage, but there's a lake that we normally walk along to go towards Shipley Park. And it's a route we do regular, like, well, during lockdown, we did it like most days. And it's completely flooded, the path. You cannot get across at all. So yes, I'm going to go and have a quick shower. I'm hoping I can get in the shower now before Eddie comes back from his run, because I'm going to have to lock the front door and he hasn't got a key with him, so I'm able to get in. But I'm going to be very quick if I can. I am gasping for a drink. I've had my water whilst I was exercising and I've only drank a little bit of it. I was holding off making a coffee till Eddie gets back, but I might have to go and make something, and I am hungry now. So I've obviously revved up the old metabolism. I've closed 2 of my rings already, and I'm well on the way to closing the 3rd. So it's going to be a good day on my watch. So I'm very happy about that. So yeah, I'm going to go and get showered, perhaps bath Luna because she does need it, and yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Hopefully, when I'm making a drink or having something to eat. So I'm all showered and changed. I've made coffee. I might have told you I'm showered. I'm losing the plot. I've made coffee and I've got that here now, and I've just put the slow cooker on with some stew for later for tea. So it's just 2 pieces of braising steak, which is 400 grams, some potatoes, carrots, onion and sweet, and that's all I've got. So that's all gone in. Some tomato puree, stock, some herbs, salt and pepper, that kind of thing. Not sure whether I'll have mash with it or just have it on its own with some bread. But the plan is, I think, that Eddie and I are going to try and go out for lunch because we haven't had breakfast and it's lunchtime now. So I think we're going to try and go out. Okay, well on my phone, I'm vlogging, but my phone was up here, so I had to come up anyway. Not sure where we're going yet. Eddie's done his 2-hour run, so he's struggling to walk. I'm struggling to walk. I struggle to come up and downstairs because my left leg is agony. But I'm going to try and maybe do some yoga later, I think, to try and ease it off. Tried to get Luna to have a bath and she's having none of it. She just kept running away and hiding every time I mention the word. So she's not had her bath yet. I don't think we'll take her with us. I'm not sure where we're going. I'm going to have a very quick look to see if I can see somewhere we can go that's not too far away. That would be nice. And yeah, I shall probably film when I'm out having my lunch next. Jesus Christ, it's like...
Should we go to the top?
Yes, go to the top. And then you might have to pull around somewhere, but...
Make a U-turn.
It needs to be in the right gear, of course.
I think. Do it back up here?
Yeah, I think so.
Right, they all...
Is it nice? So we've just been to a place called Croot's Farm Shop and had some lunch. So we both went for sausage and mash, which was delicious. It did taste a little bit like instant mash to me. Eddie said it didn't, but I did think it was either frozen mash or something. But it was really nice, 2 sausages. And then all the rest was roasted veg, which was lovely. It was like swede and parsnip and carrots, really tasty. So I feel nice and full now. Managed to resist buying any cakes, which I was tempted with. I did buy you in a cinnamon roll. Had a real nice farm shop, so we bought some meat. They had like a lean pack.
All set. Let's go.
But
Make a U-turn.
but yeah, so we got you in a cinnamon bun, and we bought a lean pack of like meat pack, which was £28. But the only thing with the lean meat pack is there isn't really enough for the 4 of us. It was like 2 gammon steaks, 3 chops, so there isn't like 4 of everything. And I nearly bought 2 bags, but then they looked like they were fairly, well, I don't know about all of it, but certainly the thing on the top, I don't know if it's sausages, were dated the 26th, which is like, when is it, tomorrow or the day after? So I think all I'm gonna have to do is just be a bit inventive and try and like bulk it out with other stuff. But at least we've got some meat in. If all else fails, if I don't go shopping, we've got something in for dinner. But yeah, so it's very nice little trip out. It's a beautiful sight, and obviously the sun's shining today, so it always makes everything seem nicer as well. Yeah. Oh, is that your petrol? Is it your belt?
Parking brake.
Oh, you not took your brake off. These have got some massive horses, not in this field, in the next field, but there are horses in this one as well. Oh, going over a bump. There are horses there as well, but then in the other field, just pan away so some people don't think I'm filming them. But in the other field, there are these humongous horses.
In 900 feet, turn right onto B5023, Worksworth Road.
I don't know if I'll be able to film because there's a car there. Oh, you can't see because they're lying down now. But they were next to this haystack on the way in.
This one.
And they're massive. Is one lying down?
Is that a horse there?
Do they lie down, horses? Do you think it's alright? They don't lie down like that, do they?
This one certainly is.
God, if it's alright. I don't want to be filming a dead horse.
Yeah, lies in the mud.
I know, but is that normal for a horse to be lying down?
Yeah, well, they're all lying down. That one's just slumped. Couldn't make it to the haystack.
Watch out, pothole on road ahead.
I'm going to show you what I bought. Do you have to do that? Anyway, I'll show you what I bought before I was so rudely interrupted by him shouting the odds, as always. Yeah, exactly. So this is Human's cinnamon bun. I've got to one side. So this is classed as their lean pack, lifestyle healthy meat pack. So you get some sausages, which is those. 2, 4, 6, 8. I think you get 10 in there, I think. Yeah, but used by 26th of February. You get 2 gammon steaks. They're dated the 19th of March. That's not too bad. You get 2 chicken fillets. That's 29th of Feb. You get 3 of the pork loin steaks. I need to work this out because if this works out to be their 3.15, oh, actually we paid 28 quid, didn't we? So it is cheaper. Minced beef, 450 grams, although it doesn't say it's a lean one, which is interesting. And then stewing steak, which is dated the 1st of March. So most of it's 29th of March, 1st of March, but 1st of March. Not a huge amount of meat in each pack though, if I'm honest. So we'll see. We'll see what it's like.
They're for £3.15, aren't they?
Yeah. So you're saving
So
£2.
Saving £1. Yeah, 2 quid.
Quick maths. £1 flew.
Bit ripped off.
Why? Anyway, that's what we bought from the butchers. Stew's on and it smells really nice. It's just stew really. And I'm going to put the kettle on because I'm gasping for a normal cup of tea. I went for peppermint tea at the farm because I didn't fancy a milky coffee because I'd had one at home. It wasn't milky at home, but I'd put skim milk in it that I'd frothed up. So I decided I just wanted something else. So I went for a cup of tea, peppermint tea. It's really cold in my house though. I'm absolutely perished. Eddie's gone out to try and break up that divan bed that's outside. It will still be sopping wet, but obviously wants to try and get it over to the tip before it closes. I'm going to leave him to it because I'm shattered. I got up early and I've been on my feet. I literally scraped the car off, took you into work, came back, did my exercise, then went out for the 1.5 hour dog walk, came back, had a shower. I have been cleaning my kitchen in between times. And then we went out. So apart from in the car, I haven't really sat down. So I'm going to have a nice cup of tea and sit down. If it kills me. I've also got 4 little bananas that need using, so I think I might make something with that. Because the last lot I ended up chucking away. So I think I'm going to end up making some sort of banana bread or some sort of cake. I'm going to try and find a recipe. So these socks are turning out to be a bit of a labour of love. So I did all of the cuff the other day, then decided I wanted to do a bit more cuff. So I did a bit more cuff, then sat and watched a couple of tutorials about the next bit. Started to do the actual leg bit of the sock after the cuff, and then realised that I dropped a stitch or something and it was late at night and I ended up having to unravel it all because I wasn't quick enough at catching my stitch and various other things, and I just decided I'm going to undo it all. So I undid it all, re-stitched the cuff back to a certain point, was quite happy with it. Then last night I thought, oh, I'll just do a couple of rows, about 3 rows of the leg. Came to pick it up this morning and I was like, oh, Ewan's ringing me, just bear with me. So that was Ewan saying that I've got to pick him up in about 3/4 of an hour, take him over to a different branch, pick something up, drop it off, and then come home. Great. Anyway, so I went to do a couple of rows last night of the main leg. I'm not sure where I got to in this story. Picked it up today to have a look, and I started doing this row and I was thinking, why am I purling? It should just be knit stitch. I'm knitting around on DPNs. It should just be knit stitch. And then realised that at some point I must have gone wrong and thought, I'm not purling the rest of the leg. It looked okay, but I was like, I don't understand why I'm purling. Something must have gone drastically wrong. So I've just sat and unpicked the 3 rows back to the point where I'm now knitting. So they are a bit of a labour of love. but it's all practice. Just dropped my needle on the floor. So yeah, it's all good practice, and I think by the time I finish my first pair of socks, I'll have mastered it, because I already started the pair that I started last November, which I hadn't picked up again because of Vlogmas and everything, and doing Christmas crafts. And then I decided to unravel it because I wasn't happy with it, and I thought, well, I don't even know where really I've got to. Unravelled that, decided to make these with this other wool, and obviously I've unravelled these now a couple of times, so by the time I get to the stage of doing my next socks or next pair of socks, I should be a pro. So yeah, Eddie's gone to the tip, he's broke that bed up, and yeah, I'm just going to carry on doing this until I go and pick Ewan up, I think. I might even take it with me to do it in the car whilst he nips in as a bit of a car project, because I don't know how long he'll be. Hopefully it won't be long. So, and the worst thing is, it's our petrol. So whether he claims mileage back or not is another matter. But I'm going over to pick him up, which is fine. You know, that's getting him there and back. But driving over to the other hickories and taking it over to where he is now, it's just like... Anyway, it's one of those things. I'll have to do it because I've got no choice. But anyway, the sooner he can drive, the better. He did have a driving lesson this last week. So I'm hoping he can put him for his test, get learning, and then he can take my car until he can afford to buy one. He can be insured on my car. God knows how much that'll cost because the insurance has gone up sky high. I don't know if anyone's had a quote recently for car insurance, but Tom's insurance, he got rid of his other car, went to take the car off the policy, and the policy wasn't a huge amount of difference, even though that car was quite expensive to insure. So anyway, enough rabbiting. I'm going to get on and do another row before I go and pick him up. So I shall see you in a bit. Also, this little one is like fast asleep. She is absolutely shattered. She wasn't happy that she didn't come out for lunch with us, but she is very, very tired. So I'm just going to leave her to rest. Evening. So I've been on my travels. I picked Ewan up from work, took him over to the Derby branch, picked up what we needed to, went back to the Nottingham branch, and then on the way back, Ewan asked me to stop at McDonald's. So I've got Eddie a big tasty meal. We decided to save the stew for tomorrow. I didn't fancy a huge amount of McDonald's, so I have bought 3 chicken selects for me to share with Luna, because I know she'll probably want a bit. And I'm having half the soup that I left from yesterday's lunch, so I'll quickly show it you. So this is a sweet potato coconut. What is it called? Hang on a sec. Let me just have a quick look. It's in the sink. Let me just have a quick nose. Hang on. So this is a sweet potato coconut chilli soup. I've got 2 slices of soda bread which I've toasted because it's gone a little bit dry now. And it's got 7 grams of Norpac lighter on it. Then I've got 3 chicken selects from McDonald's. I've not even looked at them yet, to be honest. There they are. And a ketchup. So I haven't tried the ketchup yet because I don't know if I'm going to eat that, but it does mean that I've got 500 calories left if I want to have anything else. So for my lunch, I tracked 2 sausages. I chose M&S outdoor reared Cumberland sausages, which I thought were probably the closest. And they were something ridiculous, like 168 calories each. So I tracked the highest I could find. I tracked the mash as being Toby Carvery mash, because I thought, if anything, that would be the worst case scenario. And what else did I track? I tracked all the vegetables. So hopefully, and the gravy, hopefully I covered my bases with that. I think the meal tracked at like 700 and something calories, which I doubt it was, because it wasn't a huge plate of food. But anyway, I covered myself with that. So then I've had this. And I think, like I say, I've still got like 500 calories left. So hopefully it should be okay for today. I probably won't eat a huge amount more. I'm going to go and eat this though because I'm hungry. I'm just going to get Luna some food out, and then I'm going to go and sit and finish what I was doing before I went out and get back on with my knitting. I know I'm terrible at forgetting. Cheese. It's like, I've emptied this in here for so early in the morning. I don't actually know what that is. Good evening. Sorry for being missing action all day. So I got this morning really early. I was up at like 6:30, 7:15. Took Ewan to work at 7 o'clock this morning. Got back, and then Kath picked me up at 7:45 and we went over to Starbucks, and I did record a little bit of footage in there, which I'll insert now if I haven't already. I might insert it before this one. Had some porridge, luckily, because I wasn't sure on the plan, because originally Eddie asked me if I wanted to go out today for breakfast. And I wasn't sure because I'd promised my friend I'd go and see her, the friend that I wanted to see a couple of weeks ago that I didn't end up meeting up with. And So anyway, I messaged her when I got back from meeting Kath and asked if she still wanted to meet up, and she did. So Eddie and I were thinking of going for breakfast, and we decided we weren't. Then we thought we might go for a carvery, but then I was over at my friend's from, I think I got there for about 11:30, and I think I left there about 3:30, 4:45, maybe later actually, might have been 4 o'clock. So I was there, we were nattering for a long time. I've not seen her for a long time. I think the last time I saw her was last August, but that was with other people as couples. So I've not seen her on her own for a long time. So it was well overdue for a good catch up, and it was really good to go and see her. Obviously didn't record anything. She's had a real difficult time. She lost her dad just after Christmas. So I wasn't going to start getting my camera out and starting to record or anything like that. When I rang Eddie on the way home, he had put the slow cooker back on for stew, so we decided we weren't going out for carvery. So he got some mashed potatoes done. Obviously, I made the stew yesterday. Bought some dumpling mix on the way home, so I'm going to try and count for some dumplings if I can. And that's it really. Just sat and, before I went out earlier, I recorded my weigh-in update, but I hadn't edited it. So I've just edited it and uploaded it, so hopefully that will be going live very shortly. So yeah, it's been a right busy old day, so I've had no chance to pick the camera up, so I do apologise. I'm not eating anything apart from what I showed you at Starbucks, which was a pot of their 5-grain porridge made with coconut milk, which was actually really nice. I really, really enjoyed it, and it was actually very filling. So yeah, I'm going to get dinner out now because I'm absolutely starving. I did pop to the shop when I bought the dumpling mix, and I've bought something for pudding. I have actually got changed since this morning. Just now, I put my joggers on and a t-shirt because I'm going to plan on trying to go on the bike just for an entertainment ride, and I might try and do a bit of yoga because I've got real problems with my left leg. But I saw these and picked them up for a pudding. So I've got some Cadbury's cream egg cakes, and it said 195 calories per cake, 185 calories per cake. And then I've got these mini egg ones, and they are 190 calories per cake. So I should definitely have plenty of calories left to be able to have one of those and enjoy it later. So yes, I'm just going to make sure I just have one. But yeah, so I'm going to have my stew. I'll show you that hopefully when I've done it. I couldn't even record any footage because I was editing and exporting on my phone. I couldn't do anything, so I've been completely like... And earlier on, I couldn't record anything on the way down to my friends because I was using my phone as a sat-nav. So it's just been one of those days. But anyway, it's about time I did a shorter video anyway. So anyway, there we go. I'll show you my dinner in a minute when I get it out, and I shall speak to you later probably. Here's my dinner. So I've got 256 grams of mashed potato made with skim milk and low fat spread. I've got a large portion of stew, which is predominantly vegetables to be honest, and I've got 2 dumplings. So I've counted the dumplings the best I can using the packet mix, and then I've just counted it as a large homemade stew. I haven't actually tracked all the recipe in my app because I made it yesterday and I can't remember the ingredients. I know there was 400 grams of braising steak in there. I've done 3 servings and there's still some, I don't know how much meat's left in there. There was a pack of chanterelle carrots, probably 3/4 of a Swede, onions, so nothing majorly, you know, sort of like high calorie or anything. I'm going to have a bit of ketchup on this, but I've got loads of calories left for my cake, so I should be fine to finish the day. Apologies if you can hear the kettle, I've just put the kettle on. I have just done a 30-minute entertainment ride on the bike. Just watched an episode of The Bear. I actually did get a bit of a sweat up actually. I got off and I was like quite sweaty because I did put the resistance up a bit this time and sort of pedalled away. I think I burned 276 calories I think or something or thereabouts. And then I just did a 10-minute yoga. I was going to do a longer one and I just thought no, 10 minutes would be okay, which was hip focused, and it was on the Peloton app rather than using the Beachbody app. And it was one of my favourite instructors, and he just did a 10-minute trying to release the tension in your hips and your hip flexors. And it must be said, my hips feel a little bit better from doing it, so I think I need to get into the habit of doing perhaps a 30-minute evening yoga workout or something before I go to bed. I do look like I've got eyeliner everywhere. I'm obviously tired. So I've decided now I'm going to make a cup of tea. I'm going to have one of those mini egg cakes or the Cadbury cream egg cakes for my treat because I've still got calories left. I'm going to go and relax for the day. We just finished watching, before I did my workout, the Avatar, the new Airbender series on Netflix, which I really enjoyed. So we finished watching that. Got a couple of episodes of Friday Night Dinner to finish watching to be able to finish that series off as well because I've never watched that previously, so I've been finding that quite funny. So I'm going to go and sit and chill and watch that, and maybe do a bit of my sock. I'm at the point of my heel where I've got to do my heel turn. So I really need to be awake to do that. But I know in the morning I'm taking you into work, so I'm probably not going to have time to do any exercise or anything. I would like to try and edit a video and get that finished and finalised. So that's the plan. So I'm going to try and just chill for the rest of the evening. Perhaps have an early night if I can. So just go and watch a bit of TV and then go and relax. So I shall probably see you tomorrow. I'm not going to bother recording my cake. I've already showed you what they are. So I'm just going to have one of those and I shall see you tomorrow.